We'll start with your main sub panel. This is where the power comes in and supplies power to all the equipment. Inside our panel, we have a set of breakers. When they have the white button, they're GFI breakers, which can be a little more sensitive. So if something's not operating or functioning, always check your breakers first. If it's tripped, it would be in the middle position. Throw the breaker off, flip it back on to reset it. Everything's labeled inside this panel, so you know what breaker controls which piece of equipment. And we also have your auxiliaries labeled on the door, which will be the auxiliaries that are controlled through the automation. This panel is also fed by a main breaker. That breaker is in the main panel at the front of the house, usually by the meter. Sometimes it's inside the garage, so every house is different on where that breaker's location could be. So if nothing's working, check that breaker. And some panels have a GFCI receptacle on the side. That receptacle also can power the panel. So if you have no power, check the reset switch on that receptacle. From there, we have our main controls. In normal operation, the auto light will be illuminated and the system will be running in auto mode. Everything's controlled through your app. Whenever you need to service any piece of equipment, clean filters, empty pump baskets, you'll place the pool in service mode. Push this button one time, the light will jump down to service. The pool will remain in service mode indefinitely until you take it out of service mode and it shuts the app and any other external controls off. Moving from there, it goes down into timeout. That's a 3-hour timeout. Typically, a pool service guy might leave it in timeout, or if you knew your pool was going to shut off at 5 and you just added chemicals, you may want to extend its run time. You turn your filter pump on, put it in timeout, it'll run for an additional 3 hours. Timeout will automatically go back to auto after that 3-hour time expires. Any other questions or concerns about any of these buttons, or if you want to learn more about these buttons, you can contact us. Most of this is controlled in service mode and is used, of course, in servicing, diagnosing, and testing equipment. So you won't really use this panel because you're going to control everything through your app. So aside from your sub panel, you'll notice other pieces of equipment mounted on the wall. Every pool is different based on what features or functions it may have, but you'll see a lot of these same things on your pools. The tan box is the low voltage lighting transformer that sends 12 volts to all the low voltage lighting in our pool. The black boxes are the junction boxes for the pool lighting. So each light physically runs back to these boxes and then connects to this transformer. This is our air blower. This provides extra air for the spa when you're in spa mode. These blowers do have a 30-minute timer built in. So when you use the air blower, it will shut off after 30 minutes automatically. That's built into the automation and can't be changed. If you want to run it longer than that, you simply turn it back on in the app.